it's amazing. I mean, this is like the biggest premiere I've ever been to. When I heard about the role of Gwen, I went and read the Gwen saga and was just completely in love with the character and her arc and her place in comic book history. It was amazing. It was wonderful working with Andrew. He's a fantastic actor, as everybody knows, and yeah, I learned a lot. I've lived in New York for the past 5 years, and Spider-Man is such a New York quintessential superhero, and it just feels like this is the only place it should be shot.
It's important, you know, it's him diving into his destiny, it's him diving into who he is and his gifts, and everyone wants to do that in their lives. We all want to be Spider-Man. We are Peter Parker, but we all want to be Spider-Man in the way, you know, to know what our gifts are, to know what our talents are, and to live them fully and give them generously. That's why Spider-Man is so, I don't know, compelling as a character. It's my favorite superhero, and I get to be him, pretend to be him for a chunk of time, so I can't believe it. Dude, it's everything. There's Mark Webb, there's Jamie Foxx, there's Pharrell Williams, there's Hans Zimmer, there's Kendrick Lamar. What is going on? I don't understand. I'm a fan of everyone that I'm working with, and I feel incredibly honored. I just want to remember it always. You know what? I hope you guys like it. We work really hard, and I know there's always going to be issues, and I know there's always going to be opinions, and I'm appreciative of all of them, and I want to hear them all. Because I'm a fan, and I only want to make the best Spider-Man films we possibly can. So please come see it and let me know what you think.
This is such a great group. Everyone is so fabulous and great to be around, and you know, everything I do is just with Andrew, basically. One little scene with Emma and Andrew, but and so we get to create a world for ourselves, and we get to do a lot of improvisation. And it's just so fun. My 8-year-old grandson, oh my God. He's like, as far as he's concerned now, I'm like seriously important.
Hey, strong.
What's your name?
Annalise.
What's your full name?
Annalise Estelle Foxx.
How do you spell Spider-Man?
S-P-I-D-E-R-M-A-N.
Nice. But what team are you on tonight?
Electro.
Yes. It's absolutely amazing, man, because, you know, you think, like, where do you go in your career, and then when you get opportunities like this, you jump on them, it puts you in a totally different light, and it's just fantastic, man, to move like that and have people like Andrew and Emma and Mark welcome you, and Amy Pascal, man, it's just been fantastic for me and my family, so it's a good time. Nothing like coming home to America, but we've been all over the world. Annalise, where we been? Where did we go? Where we go?
Tokyo, Japan, Malaysia, Singapore.
Yeah, we went all over the place, man. Took her with me. She got a chance to see kids with their Spider-Man costumes on all over the world. So glad to bring her back here in New York. We shot this movie in New York, employed so many people that are from New York, and to be able to shoot in this city, because that's where Spider-Man is from, New York is a whole character in the movie.
It feels amazing. In fact, driving down this street, I've never seen this street ever look like this ever before. It's totally outrageous. It feels great.
I didn't think it'd get me here. This is like one of them overwhelming moments. You know, you spend your whole time doing music. You never think your music could translate to film and you know, being inspired by it. It's one of those things, man, it definitely complements each other. You know, when you talk about Pharrell, Alicia Keys, Hans, you have to get some type of aggression and some type of dramatic feeling. That's the piece selected exactly for the movie, you know, so it's just an amazing feeling.
I'm playing Emma Stone's dad, which is, you know, an integral part of the plot in this one. I don't know if you've seen it.
Not yet.
But there's a couple of great plot twists in this one. I think it's even better than the first one. A couple of amazing action sequences. You know, I thought the first one was a great movie. This one is really terrific. And I'm not just saying that because I'm in it. I would have said it either way. It's good. It's good. Great part. It's great fun. I'm not responsible for the entire thing. I just come in and do my work. I love working with Emma and Andrew. They're just two great actors. And we shot this one in New York. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. It really doesn't. It doesn't, for me. I mean, I was literally going to work on some days on this 5 blocks from my apartment downtown. It was great.
I play Harry Osborn, and I'm a childhood best friend of Peter's, and I come home for the first time in a long time. We're kind of rekindling our relationship. I'm dealing with my dying father, and I only have to take my life into my own hands, and that's when things get complicated, and I become the Green Goblin.
This is where Spider-Man lives, where it all happens, you know. So you get to see a lot of the city falling apart in various different ways. But it's, you know, it's totally a character in the movie. It was amazing. I mean, they're all so talented and so different, and they all bring such great energy. You know, it's such a great ensemble, and they've become really good friends. And we've had a blast just making the movie and touring with it and everything.
I'm a huge fan of it. My son really introduced me to it, and then from the first movie I had a tiny little bit, and I have a tiny little bit in this one, but they've done such incredible effects, and they've turned it into a whole new thing than when the comics that we used to watch as children.
Everyone's really nice on it. Andrew Garfield's awesome. Emma Stone's really nice. The first time I met her, I actually walked into her trailer and she had a pen and she dropped it, and we both bent down to pick it up, and we hit heads. And every time we saw each other, she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
We've been all the way around the world. We've been to Beijing, Singapore, Tokyo, London, Paris, Rome, Berlin, and we're finishing up in our hometown in New York City, where Peter Parker's from. And it feels great. I mean, the enthusiasm is palpable, and it's really just been such a fun ride, and I am so excited to show it for the first time.